Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? You know, something that happens quite often on stream is that people ask me like, how do I get good at Atomic War? You know, like how do I, start winning? How do I get to be such a prestigious rank as you, Baumi? And well, honestly speaking, it is kind of difficult. Right, it is kind of difficult, but I felt that it was finally time that I reveal my secrets. Alright, so that's what today's video is. I'm going to show you guys... No, I'm being a little shit. But you'll see. But also, afterwards, so it's going to be 2 games today. And the second game, we have a kind of like a really neat strat. Something that honestly that doesn't happen that often is that we find something new. Right? We're like always experimenting a little bit, but very rarely do we stumble into something that's like completely unexpected. And there's actually a really cool strat in the second game of today's video. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. And let's get into it. Alright guys, Atomic War tutorial. Here's how you win an Atomic War. And let's pick a hero first. Pull points from chosen hero sub-attributes by 10, push them into the primary to the cannot cast to a... That doesn't seem that great. I'm not gonna go for that. Let's reroll. Rubik is okay. I'm gonna reroll one more time, hoping for something else. Alright, let's try out Morphling then. Why not? Let's do Morphling. Can a cast a hero of 0 separate? Each hero gains 0.33% spell on per point of intelligence. Oh, is that just like a bonus buff from this guy? Alright. So, Atomic War tutorial. Step 1. Look at the heroes pool and see which heroes are broken. Right? So, what heroes are overpowered? Well, there is Storm Spirit because there's Earthshaker. Right? Cool. There's Slug, and that's it. That's all you need to say. Putch is amazing. There's Tinker. Great. Abaddon is a really good frontliner. Is there anybody else that's a good frontliner here? Not really. Right, nobody that I think is like crazy exciting. So we probably just get Abaddon if we can. And then what you do is you force it. You just force it every time. You don't think, you don't strategize, you force it. What I mean with that is, wait. What if I get Sky with me? And if I slam this on you, now you've lost 10 agility or something? Oh, I can just... I have used this 7 times on you. It doesn't seem to actually want to do anything, so we'll see how that works out. We've used it 16 times on you now. Do you like have no... Oh yes, he's going to just have no strength and agility now. Alright, very good. Well, it's Skywrath Mage. With Skywrath Mage, we really just want the guy to have like maximum intelligence anyway. Right? So you see right here, this is great. Because we found a Tinker. We also found Flesh Heap. Those are both things that we want. So what do? We sell our Skywrath Mage, because whatever, who gives a shit about this guy. We get the Tinker, we get the Flesh Heap. We roll this, and there's Abaddon. Cool, we wanted Abaddon, remember? Alright, like Abaddon is a good frontliner here. Now, why is Abaddon a good frontliner? Abaddon is a good frontliner for exactly one reason. There's one thing Abaddon does that makes Abaddon a good frontliner. And that is that he buys you time so your Tinker can do damage. That's it. It buys you enough time for your Tinker to start doing damage. And that's the only thing we care about. Alright, because like everything is just about Tinker. Everything is just about the few core units that you're going for. Alright, so now we've got Abaddon. And Abaddon we can just slam here and it's fine. Now he's gonna have Borrowed Time, and Borrowed Time makes him invincible. And then we can get anyone. It doesn't matter. We want to be gold efficient though. So we'll pick up this guy. Alright, we'll pick up this guy. That seems kind of fine. Right, so here's our Jakiro. We don't really care about Jakiro. That's fine. Jakiro isn't one of the heroes that we force every single game. Because Jakiro's just not actually that good. But he's gonna be okay right now, and that's fine, right? So like, there you go, Jakiro slams that. That does some damage, very good. And this is great. I mean, look at how much Flesh Heap we're getting. Alright, so like, Jakiro did pretty well right there. We win that fight, very happy about it. And now what we do is we upgrade. So we get ourselves here to upgrade, and we get ourselves the Slug. As I mentioned earlier, Slug is one of the heroes that we force. Right? We can also, instead of forcing Pudge, because it's actually a little late for Pudge already, we could also force Drow Ranger instead, which I think is just fine. Drow Ranger is perfectly acceptable. I think this ability is just not that good right now, frankly speaking. Like, it might be better later when we have some stuff, but right now it's not that good. Hey, Mr. Watanabe, thank you so much for the sub, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Dusa? No, Dusa is bad. Don't worry about Dusa. Like, so first of all, they nerfed Dusa recently. You can't essence shift off the split shot anymore, which makes her a lot worse. Alright, that just makes her not so good anymore. But like, on top of that, Medusa has a significant disadvantage. Mostly being that she's not one of the few heroes we're looking for. Right, see, there's another Abaddon, very good. And we found Aftershock, fantastic. Very happy about that. Alright, so there we go. Ah, okay, very good. We found an Abaddon, which is fine. We're going to lock for that. And then we get ourselves Aftershock. So now our Storm Spirit is online. Cool, great. We're happy. Hey, Nandurius. Now, I haven't actually checked my rank today. I'm still top 100. Yeah, I'm 77. Very good. My goal today is to get... Do I need Legend 17 or Legend 90? Legend 18 or Legend 17, depending. I don't know which one I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need one of the two. Road to rank 69. So, this is a good moment to level up, right? Now, you might be like, oh cool, Jakiro. We're happy about Jakiro, right? We don't really care about Jakiro. Right, like Jakiro's fine, but we don't really give that much of a shit, to be completely honest. Although, looking at our lineup, Jakiro might actually be worth locking for. I mean, we haven't found a Drow Ranger yet. We haven't found a Pudge yet, so I think this is probably just not gonna be a thing. Hey, Aham Sandwich, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. Alright, this is probably just not gonna be a thing we do, so let's just go ahead and get this Jakiro leveled up. Now, levels are the most important thing. Right? They just are. That's just it. You wanna level up. In the early game, for sure, guaranteed, you get the most value out of levels. Right? That's how you do well. Items are great, of course, but frankly speaking, levels just give you much more value. So, now, all we need to do is get lucky. Right? It's easy. It's straightforward. Now, the good news is, we didn't get lucky. The bad news is that we didn't get lucky. This is stinky. I'm gonna re-roll a little bit more, hoping to get a little bit of something better. Alright, there's a Slog, which we're happy about. Let's do one more re-roll. Ah, now this is much, much better. So we're going to lock this, because we need something prepared for the next 2 turns. Right? Because around 8, you kind of need to set up for around 9 and 10 if you want. Or like ideally, because on round 9 and 10, we're gonna upgrade. And that makes things a little bit more difficult, because, you know, you need to kind of just like find stuff that you can do despite not necessarily getting the most powerful things on those turns. Alright? Alright, so our Slog is gonna die here. That's okay, we don't mind too much. So, we upgrade here, right? And I'm gonna upgrade the Jakiro actually. I know it may seem a little weird, even though I said earlier I'm not that huge of a fan of Jakiro. But now that the Jakiro is gonna be level 14, we get the second level of the ultimate, and that makes a big difference, right? There's not so much a jump, like there's actually, okay, there's a pretty significant jump in power from level 6 to 10, but then there's an even bigger jump in power from level 10 to 14. Right? And then actually from 14 to 18 I don't usually find that strong, and from 18 to 30 is also like kind of fine. It depends on the hero, right? With some heroes you really want level 30, with others you don't really care about it, right? It just doesn't, like it really depends on who you're doing, what you're doing with them. So yeah, anyway, I play this curve every single game, so like this is nearly always the right choice, right? I think the only time you don't want to go for this is if you already know enough about the game that you don't have to ask me whether or not this is, like, you should be going for this curve. If you are still asking questions about whether or not this is the curve you should be going for, then this is the curve you should be going for. Alright, cool. We also have the Storm Spirit, we upgrade. So, now we're on level 9. Now look at our team. Do we need to go to level 6? Chat, what do you think? Do we need to go to level 6? What are we looking for, right? Like, what items do we want? Well, looking at our lineup, we want some life still on the slug, and then just like apexes and butterflies probably, right? The Abaddon, we want Aghanims, and if we can get a refresher, that's nice, but it's like not really required. But honestly, the Abaddon doesn't really need anything. That's like one of the nice things about him. The Jakiro, what items do we want on the Jakiro? Here, quick pop quiz for the chat. Class, what items are we looking for the Jakiro? Okay, Yules, Aghanims, yeah, okay. No, that all makes sense. That all makes sense. Now here's the thing. This was a trick question. Jakiro isn't getting any items. He's not getting any. This is a trick question. This was a lie all along. Jakiro's not getting any items. Sorry. Okay. Hey, look at that. We got... Ooh! Ah, that is way too juicy. That is way too juicy. Alright, I think what we do here actually is we buy these two, we sell them, we pick up the drow, we just put her in the stash for now, and we buy the Aghanims, we lock this for Essence Shift later, and we give this to the Stinker, obviously. And then we miss it, because I'm too slow. Oh well. Yeah, sometimes you gotta think of it, you know, that's how it goes. It's not like it would have really helped anyway. Okay. Well, this guy's kind of scary. Yeah, I'm thinking that it might be a good idea to get some sort of, like, significant right-click potential, actually. Alright, very good. There's more Drow Ranger. Alright, goodbye, Jakiro. So, see, Jakiro is just not getting anything. Again, if you guessed that Jakiro was getting any items, then you guessed wrong. Because Jakiro is not getting anything. Alright, cool. Aghanim still goes on you. We put the Essence Shift on the Drow here. We replace that. We have some Spell Prisms. These go on the Storm Spirit for mana. We need to reposition our stuff a little bit so we're not so susceptible to hook. Jakiro is just not so important here. So, this shop, do we lock this one? Yes, of course we do. Are you stupid? I mean, there's a Moonshot and a Refresh. I mean, like, come on. If you said no, like, I don't know, dude. Like, are you not listening? Very obviously we lock this one. Alright. We get the Moonshot, we get the Refresher. So Refresher, as I already mentioned, goes on an Abaddon. And then I think the rest of this is actually pretty bad. So, what's our current weakness, right? What's our biggest problem? Well, it's kind of two things, right? The first one is we actually like don't have enough spell prisms. We just need more spell prisms. No, the second one is we are pretty low on levels. Like we just don't have that many levels. But that's okay, right? We do still have a bit of time. I think actually here's a third problem. Our hero is fucking garbage. I really don't know what to do with this hero. I guess I can like use this on you. I don't know. Like he's gonna have less HP. I don't really want him to have less HP. Right? Like it's just not really worth it to give up that much. Anyway, we're starting to get to the point where we're actually powerful. Which is very good, right? We are very happy about this. Also, we just killed an alchemist, which is always good news. Cool, Spell Prison. Let's keep rolling. Ah, more Storm Spirit. Very happy about that. The Helm of the Commander, not actually that good. Ah, whoo, sheesh. Well, now this is good stuff. Alright, so we just kind of like buy this and get rid of it. And then we get the True Sight Ioscadi. We buy another spell, or we put another Spell Prison on the Storm. And then we get ourselves this Skadi and we put it on probably the Slog. You know, Slog is kind of going nuts. I don't know, maybe actually better on a Drow. I don't know. Slog has 18 stacks of Essence Shift. I guess that's nice. Alright, let's put it on the Slog. You can abuse Morph's ability with Flesh Heap. How are you abusing that? You're just moving away your strength. I don't know, that just doesn't sound like an abuse to me. That sounds like making your characters die to me. I feel like that's something that people sometimes like confuse. They confuse using with abusing, and these are not the same thing. Anyway, more stinker, very good. Cool. No, this is great. More stinker. So this is like the next thing that I see pretty much most people get wrong. Alright? Because most people think what this game mode is it's a game mode about finding a composition, you know, like figuring out what is the right strategy for any given game, and then kind of like adjusting your game plan around that. That's where you're wrong, kiddo. This game mode is about one thing, and that's Tinker. It's the only thing that matters. You get Tinker, you level up Tinker, you win. You don't get Tinker, you lose. It's that simple. These guys don't have Tinker, I have Tinker. Alright, that's a big difference between us. And as you can see, this factor, oh Storm, it would be very nice if you actually used some of your abilities though. Storm is always just BMing until BMing at the very end. Very good. Right, so as you saw right there in that fight, I had Tinker, who did more than half of my damage, and they didn't have Tinker, and so I won. Oh, Fatal Bonds. Fatal Bonds is also a very nice ability. I quite like Fatal Bonds. Ah, perfect. More Tinker. We put Fatal Bonds on the Abaddon so you can like yeet that right away. Alright, so now we move this stuff to the Drow Ranger because the Drow is actually gonna do a lot of damage with it, and the Slug is gonna be a little worse. Alright. So you see how enemies spawn in and then they are dead immediately. This is again kind of the plan, right? That's what we want. Ah, perfect. Look, more Tinker. Ah, look at this. We level up our stuff. Leveling up stuff is very important, so I'm fairly happy about finding these. Ah, great, great. Leveling up, leveling up. That's what it's about, right? You want levels, levels, levels. Maybe Tinker could bond them. Why? Tinker is doing damage. That's fine. Right? You don't need anything else. You just let the Tinker do his thing. This is another thing. Okay. So, this game mode is about two things. It's about making use of your Tinker and never fucking up your Tinker. That's something that people get wrong constantly. And it's honestly a little annoying. It's like, come on guys. People are always like, ah, Baumi, what you need to do is you need to like add this ability on the Tinker. This ability, upgrade the Tinker with... No. None of it is an upgrade. You're always downgrading him. It's always just making it worse. Don't change anything about Tinker. Don't touch Tinker. He is fine. Ooh, this is bad though. Oh. Alright. Bye. Sell. And I probably like level up the Storm, hoping to get the good talent. We did not get the good talent. Alright. We'll see if Storm Spirit can pull something off here. Now, you may notice another very important principle of this game mode that I have employed in this game. I just went for all of the broken shit. Right? You just slam the broken shit every game. No consideration for like the actual state of the game. Like, we don't care. We just slam the broken shit. Do I sell something here for this Tinker? Or probably like sell a spell person and just max out my Tinker. Alright, Storm? Yeah, no, it would be great if you, like, did something. No, Storm, it would be, like, really cool if you used your abilities. I gotta say, that would just be fucking sick, right? Alright. He doesn't want to. I mean, like, who am I to tell him otherwise, right? So, items. Items would be great, too. Okay, cool. So we didn't get any items. At least nothing that is like particularly consequential, but the good news is that we do still have the Drow Ranger, and the Drow Ranger is still fairly strong. I think I'm gonna put the Slug here. So he like soaks the hit. I just don't want my guys to get hooked. Ah, Patch is on the other side now. Oh! What a zombie, what a legend. Ah, Storm actually doing stuff. Look at this. This is what I pay Storm for. This is what I'm looking for. Thank you, buddy. Actually doing some work for once. A butterfly, that's very fun. Paladin sword is kind of fun too. And probably just get this as soul cross. So we move the apex onto the... Wait, no, we keep the apex. We move the Skadi onto the storm. We put the butterfly here. Sage and Yasha goes on you. This comes here. And this comes here. So now our draw range in theory should even be able to just fight people. Right? Just like in the middle. In the middle of the fight. Just go nuts on them. I mean, we could use this. I don't know, this ability is horrible. Like, this just feels terrible. I don't... Somebody in chat said that it was gonna be good, and I am severely disappointed. Oh hey, Jerk Spirit actually doing something for once. What a legend. See? Like, that's always one of the things, like, one of the problems you have a bit with Jerk Spirit. Where he just randomly decides to not participate in the fight. And when that happens, frankly, you're just kind of fucked. You know, you just hope that doesn't happen. Anyway, I hope my Atomic War tutorial was of use. As you can see, I just... basically all I did is I looked up what are the broken guys, and then I forced them hard. Like, I just didn't give it any consideration past, these are the broken guys, I'm going to force them. And then I did that. And here we are. So now Spell Prison, Abyssal Blade. God, this is bad. The stuff I'm getting here, I'm just not happy about. These items could definitely have turned out a lot better. Current rank 77, so we are on the way up. On the way, we gotta get there. I wanna get rank 69, and then my goal is to hold rank 69. To just stay rank 69. Alright, Jerk Spirit, you got it? No, he doesn't actually have it. Like, he doesn't have enough mana, that's the big problem. But the Drow Ranger might have it. She's very strong. Ah, she's not that strong. Yeah, no, that was just a bit unfortunate because we didn't find any items. Right, like if I had found some better items, then we could definitely have won that. But anyway. Let me get my guy. Did I get Magnus in there? Yes. Alright, Omni Knight. Omni Knight is the best hero. Most consistent in my opinion. Did we rank up? We should have ranked up a little bit, yeah. Tiny little bit. Look, we're gonna slowly approach what we're looking for. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There is purity in silence.
That's my guy, that's what I'm doing. Absolutely. 100% of the time. Although they didn't nerf Silencer. Now he only gets +1 permanent intelligence steal. No, get it! Do it! Win!
Oh,
God damn it. What a loser.
my horn is sharp. My pike is sharper still.
Where is Magnus? Then we need to figure out what we do next. Like, what do we actually build here? Oh, there's Tinker in the pool. See, like, this is what I always say. There's one strategy you go for. Look, that's how it goes, right? Like, there's one strategy, and you build that strategy. You can do some variations with it, sure. But primarily, you're just gonna build Tinker. Alright. Yeah, we're still losing this one, but that's okay. Berserker split. Alright, so we do this. And boom. Did we get it? Yes. More insteel. Alright, now the Sansa should have enough mana to actually use all of his stuff. Hey, Melonas Jonas. Yeah, I am currently rank 76. And I am on my way up. On my way up. I'm coming for you. Wubba lubba dub dub. I am coming for you. You just wait. Oh, I'm getting my revenge. And there we go. Yes, more intelligence. Become smart, become big-brained. So, you see, I'm very good at this game. I just made the optimal play. Now you might be like, Baumi, okay, I don't really see it. What is the optimal play? I random tinker. Greetings. That's it, that's the play. Now we could get Gemini attack, which is actually kind of an interesting idea. Replace what? The last word? I'm gonna try this. I don't know if it's good, but I'm gonna try it. No, but like, again, it's just... To be good is easy. You just have to random tinker. Oh, the Gemini attack. Look at it go. Nice. Yeah, that actually seems kind of alright. It's just like a... Oh, I mean, it's just nearly unbelievable how incredible I am. Right? So like, that's how you do it. So, what are we looking for next? So we have the important stuff already, right? We have Magnus. We have a fun silencer who's like stacking stuff. And we have our stinker, who is, again, what this mode is about. We want to get a Storm Spirit, build a Jerk Spirit, and then be very upset that he doesn't use his abilities properly. And then probably, I don't know, like Drow Ranger seems a little worse here because of the Mars, which is already being annoying. I don't actually, I'm not entirely sure what we should actually go for. I've been wanting to try make Enchantress work, but she's not good. It might be best to just get Gyro. Or Shadow Shaman, maybe? Let's get Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger, actually, really good in my opinion. Like, not a meme, not a joke, just straight up, I think she's a very strong hero. I've absolutely been carried by Wind Ranger before. More than once.
I've got my ear.
Oh, see, this is another example of how you become very good at this game, right? And then you get a Shadow Blade and you put that on your guy that attacks things. See? Like, Enchantress should absolutely be just incredible and crushing things. Absolutely crushing things. The problem is that she doesn't use her heal. She just doesn't use her heal. I tried so many times to make her work, and she just never uses her heal. And it's really frustrating, because if she started the fight by slamming her heal, then she would be a top tier hero. 100%. But she never uses it. So there's just like, you know. Anyway, we've got ourselves our silencer who's pretty good. You know, he's just hanging out, he's got some in, he's smart, he's got a big brain. That's how you be good at the game. Right. You just re-roll into Earthshock immediately. And then you go from there. And then we build a Jerk Spirit and feel really good about it. Alright. Dude, Sansa is actually just crushing things with this double hit. Is anybody else just like really impressed by it? The Gemini attack is definitely working out well. Alright, we level up this, we get Aftershock. Grab this. No, Sansa is actually just crushing things, but I like, the thing is like you get Sansa, you get like a stat farmer early with Omni Knight, right? Like ideally you want like a Slug or Punch or Silencer or all three. Again, See, this is what I mean with like, you just, if you practice like I did, if you just take your time and you really learn the game, then you can eventually become as good as me. But it will take a while, and it will be a real struggle for you. I hope this tutorial so far has been helpful. Do you guys feel like you have learned how to play this game? Oh man. But yeah, we got a level 26 sounds, which is very nice. Nasal Goo for Storm Spirit should be good. No, I don't want Storm Spirit to be using Nasal Goo, right? Like, we want Storm Spirit to be sipping around. And if you give Storm Spirit Nasal Goo to use, then he will use Nasal Goo. And like, that's not great, right? Alright, here's that. Okay, there's a Shiva, which is fine. We sell the Shadow Blade. And I just get a butterfly, right? Because like a butterfly on this guy is still pretty solid. So a hero that may be a little strange, right? Like a hero that you guys may not expect. Why do I have Wind Ranger? Like, what the fuck? Why Wind Ranger? Well, Wind Ranger is actually really fantastic. I really like her. So she has an ability slot that you want to get rid of, which is Power Shot. But usually what you want to replace it with, actually one of the best abilities to replace it with, is Glaze of Wisdom. And then her Focus Fire is just a kill spell. That's it. This is just a kill spell. This, whatever she Focus Fires, right, whatever you use this on, will die. And turns out that is pretty good. Right? Like, I don't think you need any more justification than that. But even setting that aside, if you give her an Aghanim's, well, all of a sudden, she doesn't get hit anymore. We're talking about it. There you go. Right? If you just give her an Aghanim's, she suddenly becomes impossible to actually deal damage to. And then Shackle Shot, sometimes is just a great disable, and other times it's just a great ability to get rid of. Sometimes you just yeet it. And turns out it's good for that too. Godly play. Look, I didn't get rank 77 for nothing. Wait, I'm rank 76 now. Oh, and I'm coming. Oh, I am coming for you, my boys. Wubba lubba dub dub. I have my eyes set on you. I don't care about these guys up here. There's just some nerds that are fucking grinding like crazy. Like, holy fucking shit. You can get +3 points per game. Right? You can get +3 points per game. This guy has 500. Is that even possible? Wait. Wait a sec. I'm gonna just get the leveler. More attack speed for the silencer. Like, is that even possible? Because, like, let's say the guy is winning every single game, and the game takes 20 minutes, right? For 500 points, and you need to get, like, another 100 to, like, get to Legend in the first place. So that's, like, 600 points, right? You can get free. So it's 200 games, 20 minutes each. So divided by 3, 66 hours. And we're assuming we started with the release of the game, which was 2 weeks ago. So 66 hours. I guess it is possible, but holy fucking shit, dude. Like, slow down a bit. Need some game for the rest of us, you know? Alright. Hurricane Pike. More Storm Spirit. There's more Tinker. We sell the leveler here. Because that's not actually that important. You play like 5 hours a day minimum at all. Yeah, it's like crazy, dude. Wait, 2 weeks. So 14. So it's 66 hours of play in 2 weeks. Right? Well, when did the game actually get released? No, let's say 2 weeks. So that's... yeah, that's like 5 hours of playing a day. Every single day. And that's assuming you're winning every single game. Right? Which, with these types of games, no matter how fucking good you are, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna win every single game. Right? Like, it doesn't matter how good you are. That's just still not happening. What if we give Ferber to the Silencer? I'm giving Silencer Ferber. Get rid of this garbage. Because, like, you're gonna build up Ferber stacks so quickly with the Geminite attack. 143 intelligence. I don't know, that's fucking crazy, dude. I just, like, I guess, like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's possible, but it is, like, so much game time that it, like, you know, it feels like it shouldn't be. It's definitely not healthy, right? Like, we know that for sure. It may be possible, but it's not good for you. Alright. Is that real? Yeah, damn. Sansa's just shredding things. Take aim. I guess it might be time to get rid of Geminite attack. Nah, I don't think we actually need it. After 3 melee attacks or 6 melee attacks, your next attack will bash the target. Ah, good to know. Thank you. Very good. Now I understand how this ability works. So it's 3 melee attacks or 6 ranged attacks, in case you're wondering. Ooh, the bash. Oh wow, I still won that. Dude, Sansa's just crushing it. Do I have Aftershock already? I do, yeah. Ah, very good. So we get rid of this. So Wind Ranger is actually just kind of like really scary, you know? Sounds like E-Blading would be awesome. Ah, it's just not needed, dude. It's just not needed. And I would rather he just hit things, you know? He does so much damage with the Glaze of Wisdom that it feels like, you know, it feels like a waste to ethereal something. Just attack them. Alright, you're dead. Ah, Mars. What an annoyance. So there's our BKB, refresher. And ideally I would just like a Blink Dagger, but I guess that's not to be right now. We put this BKB on probably actually the Wind Ranger. Now she should have a decent chance of surviving stuff. And this refresher, just on a silencer, double silence, should be okay, right? Why do you do the selling thing? Because I have an extra gold, right? So like usually if I had just bought the Tinker, I would have 1 gold left over and then 4 units in the shop. By buying and selling something, I open up a thing in the shop, and because I'm locking the shop, right? Like these 2 will be rerolled. So like I'm re-rolling an additional spot in the shop, essentially. Oh no! No way! Dude, we fucking lost the fight. That's crazy.
I think I swallowed a bug!
Alright, we need a Blink Dagger. Alright, we're not getting a Blink Dagger. It sure would be nice to have a Blink Dagger, wouldn't it? Let's give him this. Oh, look at my heroes. Okay, I guess you're gonna have no agility, no strength, and you have only strength. You only have 3 units. Get more units. This is some nonsense. So the plan here is to morph everything into agility with this guy. It's my fight. Sorry, I can't skip to your fight apparently. Nice. Wind Ranger, Storm Spirit. Blink Dagger, 1 time. Alright, no blink dagger. Alright. Let's go ahead and just put this down on the Magnus here. So, let's get into another fight. See how our units perform. Kind of want to try and keep an eye on this Wing Ranger. Yeah, this Mars situation is annoying, but like, I think this is the last Mars player. I don't... No, it's not true. Yaoyao Dazi also has Mars. Ooh, dude, that lasted forever. Damn, I actually lost that one. I just need to get a blink dagger. I'm gonna get a Minotaur horn, that's also fine, but like... Oh, there it is. Damn, that just really took a while, alright. So, in case you're wondering why is this blink dagger so important, is because right now our Magnus is actually pretty useless. It just hasn't been doing anything. This is about to change. Right, like, this is all about to be a bit different. Although I do actually need things to be closer. Alright. Because now we have unlocked OpenAI Magnus. Alright, I don't know if you guys are familiar with OpenAI Magnus, but OpenAI Magnus goes hard. Right, OpenAI Magnus just knows absolutely no fucking jump. Oh my god. Alright, so the problem here is that we're getting fucked up by the Mars ultimate. I don't really know what to do about that, honestly speaking. Alright, let's see. Stick him in the corner. Yeah. Oh my god, Bristleback. We're dying to Bristleback. Only Bristleback. Okay. No, none of this is gonna do it. Nope. No, don't need that. Aghanims? Is that helpful? Not really. Fuck. I feel like the only way I win this is with... Alright. I feel like the only way I can win this is with a Silver Edge. Oh my god, these guys are not dying. Alright, we got the Mars. Now it's just Bristleback. Alright. Yes! Wait, no, you're still alive! No! No, you can't be alive! You're not supposed to survive that. I thought I had it. I just need Silver Edge. I need something that breaks. Nullifier. I guess? I guess Nullifier is gonna be okay. I'm hoping? Who do I even put this on? Tinker. Tinker survives the longest, right? He can also rearm it, which I guess is nice. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know what happened here, but for some reason my guys just got fucking annihilated right away. Damn! That's some fucking wild shit. I mean, like, if I get Silver Edge, you just straight up lose, right? You just immediately die. But that was really cool. That was an interesting strat. So that was the... Okay, yeah, this guy in the back. But like, it was mostly the bristleback that was a problem. Yeah, with the bulwark bristleback. Oh, this is also a bulwark bristle... Oh. Interesting. Cool. Weird. I should definitely get more than 3 heroes though. There's really no reason to only have 3 of them. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, again, don't forget to leave a rating. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.